I'm Pat Doris. Welcome to The Story. We're starting in downtown Portland because with the mask mandate over, I figured everybody's going to gather, come back to their offices, be ready to work in person in downtown Portland again, right? Not so much. It's 12:15. This sidewalk should be full. But there's nobody here because the city's not bringing back its workers for at least a month. And a number of other companies are not here either. The city of Portland has 2,950 employees who work at several offices around downtown. Many are here at the Portland building. Well, normally. The sign on the door reads closed to the public. It's been that way for some time. The city tells us some workers are inside, but most are working remotely from home or other locations. Portland managers are not requiring them to come back to the city's core on a consistent basis until April 18th. And then they'll only be required to be at the office one day a week. It's unclear what happens after that. Each bureau can decide. I asked for an interview to talk with the chief administrative officer. The bureau did not reply. Portland State University has double the employees, about 6,000 at its downtown campus. A spokeswoman said workers returned for 2 or 3 days a week starting last September and continuing through now. At the same time, many other companies have not returned to downtown at all. The Standard building appears deserted. It once had 2,000 workers here. At its height, downtown Portland had roughly 100,000 office workers here each day. It's nothing like that now. Just ask jeweler David Margolis.
Well, what it's like is Twilight Zone, because we have a fraction of the people on the streets that used to be on the streets. Nobody's pouring out of the buildings. And so you are just in a very quiet, sleepy, dormant situation.
He's closing the jewelry shop his father opened 90 years ago in downtown Portland, blaming a lack of shoppers and city leaders.
The employees aren't coming to their buildings, the shoppers aren't coming down, and our city has done too little, too late to help downtown and the independent merchants.
Christine Azar owns a coffee shop in downtown. She said there is more foot traffic than when COVID first hit, but it's not back to normal.
City leadership is not coming back to work. The city is open. City employees are not coming back to the office. Why is that? They should be the first back in the office because they're the ones that need to come down here and support us.
With few customers, many stores have closed. These women found it hard to get lunch downtown.
Unfortunately, everywhere we've been so far has shut down. So no luck at this point, unfortunately.
And we're hungry.
It's not gone without notice. Many are calling on the city of Portland to do more to clean up the streets and make downtown safe again. Carrie Somm works to attract new businesses to Portland's Old Town district. She sees the impact each day.
Our downtown district, our Old Town district, the Northwest, it is really special. Nothing like this exists anywhere else. And it's slowly dying because folks are not coming back to work. They're not coming back to their offices. Our government officials, our city officials aren't coming back. And that has a massive impact on people who are trying to make ends meet.
On the other hand, working in Portland's core is no picnic. Recently, Alexandra Etheridge, a new Portland resident, as well as a leader and scientist with the U.S. Geological Survey, told Portland lawmakers her fellow employees are afraid to work downtown because of multiple problems with homeless campers and violence.
Equally egregious are random and unpredictable events such as an explosion that blew out office windows, arson, trespassing, and an unplanned presence near an uncontrolled use of a firearm in an encampment adjacent to our office. These pose imminent danger with the risk of severe injury or death for our employees, and their concerns are reasonable.
There's a lot going on there. I'm sorry to see Margolis go, by the way. That's where I got my wedding ring 27 years ago.